end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. To the air, it's Carr. Finds his big tight end. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Here's a heat. Got his man to the left. Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
That touchdown pass at the end of the half is really going to help out this quarterback's confidence. The extra point's going to give them the lead. You got to feel good heading in at halftime. When you're up on the scoreboard, expect them to keep throwing it around in the second half.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's loose. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Makes the grab. He's not going to get there as the defense comes up with the stop on the two-point conversion attempt, and it remains a 5-point game. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Turning and firing back to the right, that's risky. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Taking it the other way. He scampers out of bounds right at the 19-yard line, and man, are they set up.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field, breaks on the foot.
Touchdown, Texas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense, something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Dropping back, it's Carr. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the... There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Finds his big tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you've got to... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. Looks chances that the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Finding an escape route. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They feed him again. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Runs through a tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. The quick out. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting third down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job there running the football. They look like they're in control. That's a good sign.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Now, this is always tough. You drive the ball all the way down the field, have so much success, and then put that thing in reverse the last 2 plays. This offense got to get back to doing what got him here.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense lining up for a first down play. Back to throw, it's Carr. Time to take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. it for the opening kickoff. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Pressure coming. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. Sprinting away. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Two-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Durham. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's sharp. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it on the outside. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, man.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This offense needs to put together a scoring drive to keep up, trailing 14-6. Tight end finds a soft spot. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. They get to him as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He wants to throw it again. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's going to breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Keeps looking downfield. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not throwing from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that affected the accuracy on that.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense set for a first down play. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Now improvising. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Trying to escape and get it himself. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. The throw. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Durham. He breaks a tackle. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw, it's Manning. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do that.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They just keep firing. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Plucks it out of the air. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And this offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, 3rd down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This would be huge right before the half.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. Sneaks it in.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Looking to scramble. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it